Alright, so I was scrolling through my Facebook the other day and I seen somebody repost this. I was like, I definitely gotta watch this. So the title is Starlit Bartender Sets Up Over 75 Men to Be Robbed.
Wow.
The Backdoor Queen. So let's see what this is about.
What's good, y'all? What's the number TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Today I'm back with another video for y'all. This one is on Lola Devine, right? Real name, Mary Bradford or Mary Elizabeth Bradford, right? She's from Vernon, Connecticut, but got tied.
Connecticut?
That's a bunch of different parts of Connecticut. Hartford being one of them, right?
Hartford. Oh, now, shit.
She was a stripper slash bottle girl slash bartender, right? At a bunch of different night spots all over the Connecticut area. Even in some popular spots in Queens, New York, like Starlets and spots like that, different strip clubs and things of that nature, right? So she was doing that for a while until November 2022 when she was arrested for robbing two men.
I seen this. Woman arrested for robbing two men. I remember this. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember seeing this.
Like she was crying.
This is crazy.
That was red.
And I think it was Farmington, Connecticut, right? Now, it came out that she had met some guys, like, you know, while she was working, and, you know, she had like different video, iPhone conversations, FaceTime conversations with them, and she seen him with like some jewelry, the one guy she was talking to. So I guess she kind of convinced them to go back to his place. Supposedly he lived in a nice, decent area. So they go back to his place. So it's him, his friend, and her. They're like, so the two dudes, they say, get into the jacuzzi or whatever, or the hot tub, whatever. And they're waiting for her to join them, but she's kind of like, you know, distracted, more so looking at her phone and this, that, and the third. From there, they say two guys come from like the bushes or like, you know, the tree line back, whatever, the backyard area. They got guns and all type of stuff. So supposedly things start getting physical from the jump and start beating the two guys up. They throw them in took them in the house, into the basement or whatever, wherever they took them. Start doing lots of different things to them that came out of trial that was, you know, kind of just real foul and gross things that they did to these guys, right? So
the intruders continue to make demands, pistol whipping the men for not handing over what they were looking for. Where's the money? Where's the chain? Asked the masked man. At some point, they were going to kidnap us. I ain't gonna lie, getting kidnapped as a grown ass man, my bad.
Oh. I mean, supposedly she starts.
Somebody got a pistol.
No, you're right. You're right.
Looking around for jewelry, the $30,000 chain that she thought she remembered from the FaceTime video. They can't find it, but they do take other things that was, you know, clothes and little jewelry, earrings and things of that nature, some money or whatever. I think it ended up being like close to like $17,000. You know, after they added everything up, right? So she said that later on that she ended up leaving the robbery, like kind of before the two guys that went in on it with her, because she kind of felt like it might have go left. It might be a murder because the guys like doing a little too much in her eyes as far as like physically abusing the guys. Now, the robbery was in September 2022, right? So for the next 2 months, it's just, you know, a lot in the air. Nobody knows nothing. The victims is going through it. They worried about people coming back, and so eventually she gets arrested. Now, once she gets arrested, they find out that she's pregnant, and she starts working with the police off the jump, right? So now the police know they go arrest the other two guys, right? They know who they is and all that. Now, the two guys that she ended up doing the robbery with, their names are Brandon Taz Holloway and Joshua Jenkins, right? Those are their names of the two guys that performed the robbery with her. Now, eventually when trial comes around, she's their star witness. She's gonna be the government star witness. I did the trial was in.
So she set the two dudes up, was working with the other two dudes, and then became a snitch on both of them.
I mean, cause the cops, she not the big fish. The niggas was the big fish, so they gave her a deal. You work with us, you free. To get the real big fish who actually stole and did the beating.
That's crazy.
2025. I want to say summer 2025, probably around the July, August area. I think late July, early August, around there, the trial was. Now, they end up getting convicted, the two guys, right? Now, just to be clear, Brandon Taz Holloway and Joshua Jinx Jenkins were both convicted of.
That's what happened, and Bradford pushed and looked down. She appeared teary-eyed when she said she heard like a scream. There was a mop and a broom nearby, and the defendants... These...
On some 13
What?
Reasons Why?
Nah, that's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy.
They did all that to them for some chains?
For 17,000? That's crazy.
Niggas do anything for some bread.
That's SA.
Yeah.
They can add that to the charge.
They could.
Home invasion, robbery, and sexual assault after their trial. So she ends up telling on them. She spent about 6 days on the witness stand, basically telling it all. From there, she says basically that she would usually do this. That's what she did. She would steal from guys.
And making money from tips at the club, she started making money in less than legal ways. I would target men who came to these clubs, she said, saying many of them had flashy jewelry and were often drug dealers. I'd reach out to them personally on social media and she'll steal from them. You see, that right there tells you shouldn't be flashy with your bread. Like, if you got bread, what you showing everybody for?
No, that should show you that you can't trust hoes. Why are you inviting somebody over just because she texts you on Instagram and she bad?
That too.
But honestly, they be saying that on social media, like, niggas be so easy, like, I'm gonna just start robbing niggas. And
I feel like these niggas
like that is why, should we say that word?
Yeah, we straight. Niggas like them though, who be flashing bread, flashing jewelry, those be the dumb ones. You okay? I went down there too.
But like what she was describing was robbery, but she was basically like sneak thief and like tell the guys to go take a shower when they get back to the hotel, and she'll creep out with the jewelry or whatever, things of that nature, and go back up to New York and pawn it and sell it. That's what she said was like a go-to. The night of the robbery with the two guys in Farmington, right, that she ended up telling him got arrested for, she was looking for another girl to accompany her so she could have like a double date, somebody that could watch her back so she didn't have to make the move by herself when she's going to look for the jury. She couldn't find somebody, so that's why she called Taz and Jinx, right, to come accompany her with the robbery, right? So this was like, I don't know how many times she used them or whatever, but basically like she was saying her MO wasn't really the strong arm robbery, it was more so like the finesse, right? And like this was like something that she would do. She did it with a bunch of guys in New York. She did it with a bunch of dudes. There was reports that she supposedly lined up like 75 different guys, right? You know, damn. I'm sure all different types of ways. Who knows? Probably the strong one that she had like guys come in and rob her with masks or whatever. The way she did it, sneaking around. You know? But supposedly around 75 guys made hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it, right? So the guys end up getting convicted. Their sentence ended up getting upheld. Sentence recently just got upheld in May of this year, 2026. Now they're facing anywhere, I think they're facing up to 145 years, but I think something like 18 to 145 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know the math. I think they say like a minimum of 18 or something, a maximum of 145, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah, now her, on the other hand, she got put an ankle monitor slapped on her ankle and she's free, right? She's out. And that was in 2025 they let her out. So, sometime around that time she been out. And right now, I don't know if her sentence is done or like she did everything that she had to do for the government as far as telling and whatever jail time she had to do. Because from what I know, it looks like her time is done. Like she's out and she's living her life. She's back on IG. You know, she might even be bartending again or something. Who knows? I'm not sure. But, you know, it's something that came across my timeline, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen too many people reporting this. So I said, let me do a video on it because, you know, once again, it shows how females, a lot of times they get the pass, right? You got a fat ass, you look good. You get that pass because not only did she tell she's a rat, right, when she was involved in street activity, But
why he giving her?
she also was lining niggas up, like setup queen. You understand what I'm saying? Now a lot of dudes in the comments like, listen, I'm going, she look good. Granted, a lot of females look good out here, you understand what I'm saying? But I don't think too many, like, there's not as many moving like this. But she said that was a part of her DNA back then, basically. Like, her everyday makeup, like, if she could meet somebody that day and line them up by that night, she's with it. You understand what I'm saying? She's doing, that's what she was on. And she was young. She was young, right? So, in early 20s and all that. Probably got involved with the nightlife, maybe late teens or who knows. But she was young doing all this. So, you know, some of y'all that like to give the pass for the young, being young and not being fully developed or whatever. She was young, you know, early 20s.
Exactly what she did.
Some might like it. Some dudes, some people in the street might be, listen, that's what it is. That's what street shit is. She was on street shit, but she ended up telling. So, I don't know. Y'all be the judge. Like I said, I ain't here to ramble on this too much. I just wanted to bring it to light, have a conversation about it. Did anybody know about it? Was anybody in tune with what she had going on in CT? Was this like a known thing in the Connecticut area that she was like the lineup queen? Or was she just a pretty face that nobody suspected to be out here doing this? Because she's still out here working, man, in the clubs and all that. So, like I said, if it was a dude who told and was lining people up raw, he might be shunned upon. You know, businesses might not be quick to employ him because of the bad look it might be for the spot, right? Like, you basically bringing us to a spot that somebody might be in here trying to line us. But once again, females is different. Everybody knows she told. Everybody knows she was lining motherfuckers up. Supposedly around this backdoor queen in CT. 75 motherfuckers from here to New York. But she's back working all over Providence, CT. You know what I'm saying? She's working. So the spots don't care. They bringing in somebody that might be lining motherfuckers up right from their establishment. But that's how we go. Like I said, females are treated differently in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the two dudes that jumped out the window and did that with them, just for them to go, just for her to turn right, she called them about the jokes, just to tell them. Think about that.
Yeah.
They ain't know who them motherfuckers was. She just told right on, and took the stand on them. It went from her jokes, but she ain't got no time. They facing 145 years.
They overly did.
You understand? Yeah, what they did.
Facts.
Like, you could have just, scared them a little bit.
Facts.
You don't have to put a broomstick up their butt and get them naked. Like,
that was crazy. But at the same time, though, if she is young, I could see why she snitched. Like, she don't want to go to jail. She just trying to make quick bread. And, you know what I'm saying? And they did say she left too, or she said she left once it started getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie, this is wild though.
It was, you know what I'm saying? They not trying to justify nothing, but I'm just saying, just keep your eyes open because, like I said, she back outside. She said she did it for years, right?
I would say this though, if she is back in CT, she dead ass needs to like skip states, honestly, because he just said that she might still be in CT or Rhode Island or New York. She honestly needs to get up out of here because somebody is gonna kill her. Just for
I don't know about all that.
No, I truly think that will happen. Like somebody will find her and dead ass get back.
No.
On trial, she was saying her, basically telling her life story.
It's like she's still in chains.
Right?
Like she, on her own, she's still little shit. Like she don't go robbing at a high amount.
She's robbing people though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but like as a man, you gonna gotta take that to the chin. Like you wasn't
right.
on your P's and Q's.
No, you're right, but not
killing her is wild.
Not every man thinks like that. There's men out there who will kill a female for stealing from them.
Okay.
And she met all her dudes, and she specifically said for the most part, she met all her victims while working these spots, these lounges, these clubs, these strip clubs, and she felt like a lot of them were drug dealers. She would categorize them as drug dealers, I guess from their flashy, jewelry or their. However she made her decision on what type of person it was, she would classify a lot of them as drug dealers. And I guess she would move like that, maybe not feeling like drug dealers could call the police and things like that, right? But like I said, this last robbery that she got arrested for in 2022, some things took a nasty turn. Like if you want to go and read into the situation, it went a little left, and I think, maybe I don't know, man, but like I said, it went a little left, and, the law got involved, or maybe these dudes wasn't drug dealers, and, whatever, and the law got involved, and she ended up getting arrested for it, And once arrested, she told on the other two instantly. You know what I mean? Same day. 5-hour conversation with the police as soon as her arrest took place. So, but she back outside, man. So be easy, man. Make sure y'all watch out, man. These backdoor, these backdoor queens, Pauls is out there, man. They really out there, and can't, you know, pretty face. Those be the ones sometimes to line you right on up. But on that note, man, it's your boy Poro.
Damn, the backdoor queen. That's so crazy. Like, I remember seeing that first clip he showed, like, probably a few years back, honestly. Because I remember everybody was posting on Facebook, like, yo, this girl's in Connecticut, da da da. And then he said Hartford. Because I know where Vernon is. I know where Vernon, Connecticut is. I know where Hartford, Connecticut is. That's crazy, though. The backdoor queen.